Hi everyone. Hi. I wanted to point something interesting out to you. Have you ever wondered about something? Now, I grew up with Star Trek, the original series, and I also grew up with Star Trek The Next Generation and Star Trek The Motion Pictures. The pictures, the movies that came out. Have you ever wondered how Star Trek franchise, the genre, has kind of a sexually themed subliminal message kind of in there? Have you ever noticed the way the Starship Enterprise looks kind of like a floating hospital? But also, you notice the way the ancient pylons look like two legs, and the big disc that's supposed to be the front disc, in a subliminal way, it represents a woman's hips. The engines look like two legs open, and the bottom part where the shuttlecraft enters through looks like a womb, a woman's womb. And the Starship Enterprise represents like the woman. Why I say that? Because you notice the way the Klingon bird of prey, the front, the head part looks like a phallic shape, like a penis. And you notice the bottom part where the torpedoes supposed to come out through, or the laser supposed to come out through, eerily resemble the part of the phallic where a man ejaculates through. In other words, the Klingon bird of prey's head looks like a penis. Think about that. It's just something to ponder. Another little subliminal thing that's very important. Not very important, but it's important to point out in what I'm trying to tell you. You notice the way enterprise, when someone's like wants to start a business, they call it, I'm going to start an enterprise. When a man is going to go out with a woman, the woman becomes his enterprise, because the goal is to court her and go out with her. So she becomes his enterprise. Also, you notice the way Klingon, the name Klingon, sounds like, what does a man do with a woman? What does a young guy do when he's out with his date and they're in a roll-in movie theater? What do you call those movie theaters? A drive-in movie theater? He tries to cling on to her, right? Now, you notice my friends and I often used to joke and say, oh, we're going to go to that place and we're going to be going out on the hunt. We were referring to going for phone numbers, trying to go out on a date. So you like looking around for phone numbers to go out with a girl. And that's kind of, for a man, it feels like if you're on the hunt, it feels like going out on the hunt for a date. See, for a woman it's different. Women are more nonchalant, more conservative about it, but they are looking, but a man does it more obvious. You can tell when a man's trying to date, his eyes go like that as he's checking girls out. He's out on the hunt for prey to go out. So you notice Klingon bird of prey going out for phone numbers, and it looks like a penis. And the Starship Enterprise looks like a woman because it's got that big disc, meaning the big hips and the legs, and it looks like a floating hospital. Nowadays women give birth in hospitals, right? One more thing I want to point out, which I'm sure many Trekkies time after time have pointed out. We all know that the Klingons represented the Soviet Union and the Star Trek Federation represented NATO. Now, I'm not really that much of a Trekkie fan anymore. I wouldn't call myself exactly a Trekkie, but I was a Trekkie. Right now, I'm not a Trekkie because I'm very depressed. I'm not doing well mentally. And due to the pandemic, I'm not doing well, mentally. But but I grew up with Star Trek, and I want to do a disclaimer. I have nothing against Star Trek. I think it's one of the most positive sci-fi genres out there. They are very positive. It's all about unity and prosperity. Remember, live long and prosper. Remember, and very good, positive message. Good stuff. I think Star Trek is very good. But you notice that there's a sexually themed subliminal message in there, and maybe not just one. There's many sexually themed subliminal messages. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I just wanted to point that out. Have you ever wondered that? Have you ever wondered that? Something to think about, right? Okay, thank you. Bye.